So we go back, first of all, to Akhenaten in ancient Egypt. And it was Akhenaten who later returned as Christ. And this is in the Bible, Revelation 11:8. Look that up. That's very important. I'll quote it. Revelation 11:8. Christ is mentioned here. The body shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. It's a very esoteric reference to Christ in an earlier lifetime. So we go back to Akhenaten, and in history, Akhenaten was critical because he came into a polytheistic society of Egypt, overthrew all the gods, and acknowledged one God, which we call here sometimes the solar logos, the outpouring intelligence whose body is the sun. And those rays that come out and bless us in the beautiful weather we're having now and so on, the rays of light from God presence enter into every person who can be permeated by them for good. And he realized that it wasn't just a planet, it was an intelligence whose home was that planet, the sun, and who rayed out to every living being on earth blessings of light and goodness. And so he wrote the great hymn to Aten, and he was severely criticized and attacked and eventually murdered, crucified. But he gave his life for the one God, and that was how going from polytheism moved to one God, monotheism. It was Akhenaten who was changed the course of history. This is just a little selection from his beautiful, great hymn to the Aten. He called God the Aten. Thou appearest beautifully on the horizon of heaven, thou living Aten, the beginning of life. When thou art risen on the eastern horizon, thou hast filled every land with thy beauty. Thou art gracious, great, glistening, and high over every land. Thy rays encompass the lands to the limit of all that thou hast made. And you'll see if you look it up, there's a beautiful sun disk that you'll see with the rays coming into Akhenaten and Nefertiti and the three daughters. But also you can see that the rays are going out to bless everybody on the earth.